Well, I got to talk about this stuff because it just doesn't make sense. So I'm going to read some articles, and I want you to understand that this is the first time in history like Vegas is shutting down. All Las Vegas MGM casinos, hotels, temporary. I want to read this. I want to get this volume here. Let me see here. I don't want to hit that. I'm going to, but MGM Resorts International announced Sunday it's temporary suspending operations at all Vegas properties until further notice, effective Tuesday. Casino operations are set to close Monday, followed by hotel operations. The company will not be taking reservations prior to May 1st. The Las Vegas-based company operates the Bellagio, MGM Grand, Mandalay Bay, the Mirage, Luxor, New York, Excalibur Park MGM. It is also owns 50% of the city center, which includes Aria and the Vardita. A statement from the chairman and CEO Jim Muller said the temporary closures are for the good of the employees, guests, and communities. It is now apparent that this is a public health crisis that requires major collective action, if not, or to slow its progression. We plan to reopen resorts as soon as it is safe to do so, and will continue to support our employees, guests, and communities in every way that we can during the period of closure. MGM said more details on closing procedures, timelines, and other issues related to the temporary suspension would be released soon. In a Sunday letter addressed to the MGM employees obtained by the Review Journal, the company said full-time employees being furloughed or laid off will be paid 2 weeks from their last day of work, and all employees of the company's health plan will maintain benefits through June 30th. The letter signed by, so this, man, I'm telling you, it's going to be a second. Like, we got a second. We got a second. We're going to feel some, birth pains, but when Sin City's closing, these people, all they freaking are about. Listen, we don't have to pretend. The guys who own casinos are about one thing: money. Anything that takes their money is no, no. There's a way around it. We can get around it. We can freaking. They're shutting down Sin City. First today, the House of God was shut down across the country. Not every house of God. Most houses of God of 250 or more were closed. Boom. Across the country. The house of God shut down. Today, Sin City shuts down on Tuesday. They even late to the party. The devil was like, damn it, I'll fight this virus by myself. I'll keep the prostitutes, the casinos, and the gambling going. The devil couldn't even keep open Sin City. You know who's losing? Everybody's losing money. Down to the cocaine dealer. You know what I'm saying? Down to the Colombian cartel will be losing money over the virus. Everybody is losing money. Right now, loan sharks. Dudes are handing out freaking loans right now because people are like going to give their life. People are going to commit suicide over this virus. They're going to throw themselves into debt over this virus. The whole dang world is freaking out. When Vegas shuts down, shut her down, shut her down, shut her down. Listen, the church might have shut down because of tornado. The church might have shut down because they had run out of money. Vegas is a machine that makes money, driven by some of the most powerful men in the world. Some of the richest men in the world make their money in Vegas. Closed for business. Sin City is closed for business. Sensational, Nicole. This is what the movies are made of. They've been making movies about this. Dude, there was a series about this not too long ago that's popular again on Facebook. The Outbreak or something, right? They've been warning us in entertainment that this was going to happen. They've been trying to tell you this was going to happen. They've been trying to show you that this is going to happen. And now it's happening. Now, this isn't bad. Listen, this isn't the outbreak. This isn't the one that's going to kill everyone. It's the next one. This is a trial run. This is like, let's see what happens if Bernie Sanders becomes president. I'm just kidding. That's someone else's joke. I don't know who said that, but I thought it was funny. They were like, this is a Bernie Sanders trial run. And I thought that was funny. But nope, this is Trump's America right now. He gets to hold this one. Trust me. If Trump could control, Trump is losing money. You think Trump Trump is losing that the most greedy man on the face of the earth. I'm not saying he's the most greedy, but because he's doing public service too. So one of the most greedy men on the face of the earth is losing money over the virus. I guarantee you, Vegas shutting down, Trump is losing money. Trump's casino is open, someone said. Man. Dude, I thought this was a political poker game. I think this is like a test run, or I don't think it's the one, right? We're not seeing the mass hysteria in the street, thank God. But that's probably coming. Like, people are going to lose their crap when they can't get stuff tomorrow. They're going to lose their crap when a week from now shelves are still empty and things are still bare and they don't have money, or, people stop doing business. That deal that they thought was going to go through is not going through right now. It's just going to be a crazy time. And yeah, it's going to be wild. I'm trying to read y'all's I wish we could prepare better. We live week to week. See, Marissa says, yes, chemical warfare, next one to be. I don't think so. I think this is a test run for something worse, man. It's almost like we're living in a movie. I could literally turn on Netflix and find a movie that this is played out in. Milk is completely gone everywhere. I saw that. There's nothing that anyone can do but ride it out. Man, isn't that like that's the optimistic view. Ride it out. How long do you think this will last? I have no idea. Never been here. Never seen something like this. I seen like dips, right? 9/11 dip, housing crash dip. This is worldwide, nationwide, every industry feels this. There's not one industry that isn't going to feel this. There's not one industry that's not going to feel this. So it is going to travel ban for military personnel and families until May 11th. That's a curious timeline. So Kate Marie says Department of Defense ban travel for military personnel and families. Somebody texted me about that till May 11th. That's a curious timeline. May 11th. Same here, Jennifer. Can't find diapers, wipes, or formula around here. Getting scary. I seriously feel like they are doing population control, do away with the most vulnerable. I think this is a test to prepare for the coming of Christ. Times will get worse. This is our warning to better prepare. That's some like Lori Vallow shit right there, man. Run to the hills and get right with God, Cassie says. Go watch Fall Cable on YouTube. I'm telling you, there's a bunch of movies. They were telling us to prepare for our schools to remain closed. People are buying formula who don't have babies. Golly. Man, I hope one day I can look back on this video. This could be like history when people read this stuff, you know? I'm afraid of losing internet. Internet could go boom. This could be my last transmission. If the internet goes, sorry kids, I'm out. I'm going to Papa John's house. The kids are meeting in the bunker. If we can't get there, we're going to go as close as we can get. We're going to Papa John's bunker. All the kids meeting at the bunker. If I head for the bunker, all I'm going to say is, hang on, children. Hang on. We'll see you in the age to come. It's going to get crazy. I might head for the bunker tomorrow. Papa John got good internet, so I can take the studio and be at the bunker. I don't know what happened to your comment, girl. Your comments here. I can't read them all. I don't even know who's in here. I don't know who's modding. Could be crazy. They might have hacked my YouTube. Watch the movie. I don't even know how to say that. My dyslexia doesn't work with capital letters. Read an article on justice.com about China and Harvard and working the coronavirus and arrests made. Oh, dude, I don't want Armageddon. Oh, I hope it's not. I hope. Are you scared, D-Wop? No, unless like the unknown scares everybody, but I'm at peace. Like, I don't even let that fear come in, because the worst case scenario for me is we head into that age to come. Like, if it's going to get that bad, fuck it. Let's go for it. I believe what I believe. So if it's going to get that bad, it's going to get that bad. This is the life we have for so long. You're only promised today. Tomorrow you're not promised. So I'm not scared in the sense of, is it all going to work? Because we're all in the same boat. Like, that's the one thing that I've noticed about this is, like, everybody has fears about their finances, fears about their health, fears about their security, right? But they're all individual to your own circumstance. They're all individual to your own life and where you are at. But something that I've noticed on this is, hey, this is common. We're on common ground here, right? We all are affected by this. We are all going, even other countries, right? This thing is, whether or not it's actually doing the spread that it's saying, they are making it seem that way, which is then driving humanity to act in a certain way. And it's just going to spread, and the vibrations are going to be felt for a minute. That's what it's going to be like. It's like this vibrating. It's like, oh crap, they let the vibrator go. And then brrr, let's see how far that's going to ripple. How far is this going to affect people? How far is it going to go? Is it apocalyptic? I hope not. You guys have heard me say, I don't want to live through the time where my buddy down the street has got 700,000 rounds of AR. We're setting up, bunkered up. I don't want to live in that moment. I don't want to be there. I don't want to, personally. There are people I know that are like, bring that shit on. My cock guns are, listen, if it's about killing humans, that's the last thing on my mind. If anything drives to kill a human other than just like the one individual evil person, like, I don't want everyone to be driven to this survival mode. Darwin. If that's the case, I don't want to go through the Darwin effect in today's society. I don't want to live through that. I don't. So I'll just if it seems like it's getting that way, we'll go to where family is, and we'll go out with the family. So family will go out together, and that if I feel like we're getting to that end of apocalyptic craziness, I damn sure better be at Papa John's house by then, because then everybody's just setting up, right? We're family now. But we trust everyone in this room. Other than that, it gets crazy. So, nah, I'm not scared. This too will pass. That's the problem. Like, I think we'll figure this out. I think we'll figure it out. But I think this is just the beginning, right? It's like a learning lesson, right? And so if we figure this out, and if it doesn't take out a mass amount of our population, if it takes out a mass amount of our population, we're going to have to rethink everything. Everything's going to change. It's going to change. Security, safety, travel, everything. It's all going to change. This could be the reset. I think I titled this video "The Reset" because this is like a reset. They're flipping the switch, because you shut down Sin City, you shut down Vegas, you shut down the house of God. I kept saying they shut down churches. That's not what they did. They shut down the house of God, the temple. They shut it down. They shut down business, commerce, schools, hospitals. They're shutting it down. It's like a flip. It's like a flip of the switch. Are we going to come back with something different? Is there a plan that, like, we flip this switch off for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, and then they flip it back on and we're like, boom, new switch, new system. It's all new America, new constitution, new everything. Is this a switch? Is this a switch flipper? Right? Is this a government switch? People that have ears will understand that, like, the only way to flip a government, there's got to be some sort of, like, how can we flip a government without chaos? How can we flip a government without the possibility of just the world crashing in on itself? Well, what if we just shut it down? What if we shut down everything? Clint, sell out every grocery store, sell out everything. Everything's flip the switch. We come back with this plan. We tell all the people, here's the plan. We got the plan. Here, take a couple of shots. And the virus was just the distraction to flip the switch. That's some real conspiracy stuff. Like, crazy, just me going, if I had the most power in the world, if I could come up with a diabolical plan that I wanted to flip the system, how could I flip the system without bringing chaos to the country? Well, we could do this virus thing. We could shut down the schools, the work, the convention. We got to shut down the whole damn system, guys. This isn't we shut down half the country. We have to shut down the whole damn system. And the whole damn system is shutting down, guys. Vegas shut down. If you can shut the mobsters down in Vegas, everything else is going to, it's like the porn industry. If you shut down the porn industry, you would shut down the internet. People don't realize that. MindGeek is the third largest bandwidth user of the internet. The black ops, the black side of the internet is so black. And if you shut down the internet, you shut down the porn industry, right? The porn industry drives the internet. It drove VHS. It drove DVD. The mobsters in Vegas, you shut down the mobsters in Vegas. They care nothing about the soul, the people, the kid. They care nothing about the world. All they care about is their cold, hard cash on the spreadsheet, baby. How much money did we make? The domino effect. How could we do that? We could flip the switch on the system. How can we do all of that? It's just a reset, guys. We're resetting it. Somebody needed a reset. They needed to erase some numbers. Can they just put $1 million in everybody's account so everybody can just chill on buying toilet paper? That's what I want to know. Somebody, I had this math question like a week ago that people were arguing about. I did it as a half joke, but then when I realized it bothered people, I was like, oh shoot, I gotta tell me more, right? And so maybe they're just going to come back with, hey, listen, guys, you're part of America. Everybody's getting $1 million in your bank. Bro, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Flip the switch. We just did some numbers. Flip the switch. This is the flip of the switch like I've never seen in my life. It's going to be exciting to see what would come on the other side of it. It'll be interesting to see, because I don't know if anyone's in control of this one. Like, as conspiracy as I'm getting, as deep and as dark, as weird as it could be, this could just simply be out of control. And people are like, nope, this is a virus that's out of control. And we're about to see what happens. But as calculated and as planned as the media is, right? This has been calculated. It has been escalated, and it has been perpetrated by our national media, our social media, everything. Who knows? This seems like a weird plan, right? Like, it doesn't seem logical because of the things that we have seen unfold in front of our own eyes. Come on. Everybody's like, toilet paper, toilet paper, toilet paper. And everybody's like, I can't believe the toilet paper, toilet paper, toilet paper. Like, everybody's buying toilet paper, talking about the next guy who's buying toilet paper, talking about the next guy who's talking. And then the people who actually are down to like a roll or two are like, dude, it's not because we don't have cash to get toilet paper. It's because there's just no damn toilet paper. When I look at that, you have to realize that's so damn ridiculous. Somebody had to write it. Somebody sat up and was like, how can we start these things that'll keep people going? It'll just drive people to this vibration throughout the system, that it'll finally vibrate at the right resident, that it will shut everything down. We have to vibrate this at something that's not mass hysteria, yet it's big enough to shut down Sin City. That's some deep, deep, deep conspiracy talk there. Because people don't even know about it. Right? Because right now people would be talking about it. But we're so compartmentalized in our way of doing things that a lot of these things happen like a puppet master, and one limb doesn't know what the other limb is doing. Or China just set a virus loose and we're about to see what happens. All I know is we've never lived in a time like right now, and it's freaking crazy. When I'm reading the news, when what's going to happen next week, like I feel like I've been following the case of the virus for 2 weeks or 3 weeks now, 4 weeks, because whenever this thing first came out and people started talking about it, I had a show canceled. It's like, oh, geez, bunch of poor bastards are scared of this little virus, right? Then I had another show, and all of a sudden I started talking to people who were talking to everyone who was canceling around the country these shows, pharmaceutical shows, big shows, big concerts, big festivals, everything's canceling. And I'm like, damn, that's a lot of money. People are that's just money just falling off. I mean, it's just cash money. And then the toilet paper, and then the groceries, and then the explosion. Now everything's shut down. Sin City shut down. I called my mom 3 days ago. Hey, Mom, we might come for spring break. Oh, yeah? That's what your sister said. Oh, yeah, right? You got the cabins empty, right? You got fresh sheets, don't you? Listen, hang on. Grab on. Or if you're like me, throw your hands up like you're on a roller coaster. Be like, wow, this ride's going to be fun. The ride is always funner with your hands up. It's like surrender. I surrender. Hands up. Hands up, I surrender. Wherever we're going, we all on this ride together. That's what amazes me is now nationwide, we are on a ride together. There are some people that are freaking white knuckling this ride. They are white knuckled. There are some people that are waking up on the ride and they're like, holy fudge, what in the hell is going on? They were drugged up, doped up, drunk, whatever the hell it was. They woke up on this ride and they're like, what the heck? There are other people like me, whoo, it's going to be fun, throwing their hands up. Whatever's going to happen is going to happen. Ain't no, me worrying about it ain't getting me nowhere. So, let's talk about it. Let's joke about it. Let's try to understand it. Let's break it down. Let's join 300 people together in the middle of the night and simply rant about this ride. We are all on it together. That's what makes it fun for me, because I get to see it. I'm like, ta 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 ta. I might be going to Grandpa's. There are we okay. So I don't want to call out people because some people around me listen to me. So, but we know people that have like dropped their kids off with grandma, and because they're like, hey, we have to work and schools are out. We're trying to figure out life right now. They're trying to figure out life, and I'm like, figure out life. We ain't got to figure out life. We just got to figure out tomorrow. They may shut down. Military families can't travel. May 11th is what I've been told. Jesus, take the wheel. Deep state, my friend. Ooh, nerdy niche. We're going to get the conspiracies out tonight. If this is deep state, like black ops shit, like there are like 12 people that know about what's actually happening right now, dude, bravo. I thought I could puppet the media. I have puppeted social media. I have watched people. I know how to set people off with just saying the right thing. But if somebody actually planned this and is watching this execute, hook, line, and sinker, we are your pawns. We are your pawns. I think it is. You're in Canada. Let's see here, Jennifer. I'm just trying to read now. CDC wants people to events and such. Oh, yeah, it's way. No offense, D-Wop. Sounds like nothing like Carrie Underwood. Oh, that's funny. Jesus, take the wheel. The police in the UK have power to forcibly put a sick person in isolation against their will. The media got people to flip out. Not funny. No, so people are going to joke about this because we're living it. Right now, we're sitting here chit-chatting about it, and they're reading about this shit. I'm sure if this is black ops, then they're collecting data from every live video. If this is some deep, dark, crazy conspiracy, I'm not really buying it, because when I listen to the government and all these political releases, when I listen to all these, I'm like, these dudes don't know what the hell's going on. They're sitting here trying to keep people calm when I can tell right now, they're freaking the flip out. They don't even know what's going on. This is like this is from those hidden dark. If this is hidden dark shit, then this is like real Illuminati, New World Order. We about to see some crazy stuff go down. If it's simply some virus that came from a food market in China and it's going to wipe it's just crazy. If it's going to wipe millions of people off the face of the earth and it's something we created or something that was passed down through whatever this thing came from, whatever it is, man, we're all going to go through it together. I'm going to start whispering, doing that whisper. video stuff that people do. We are seeing reset of our country. It's going to be good. I think that if it is a reset, right? If it's a reset on a level in which we would never know about, right? No one's ever going to admit to it, right? If it is a reset by some sector of the government that's like, we got to reset this country, and how can we do it with the least amount of fallout? Can we spread this idea of a virus? The virus is probably real, but it was probably something then that is like, okay, that's the one. That's what we're going to leech onto. Let's grab that. Let's reset the country. Let's shut down everybody from the from the house of God to the sin city. I mean, that's what they've done. They've shut down the house of God. They shut down Sin City and everybody else in between, right? Corporate, schools, businesses. They're going to allow essential businesses to run, right? Because they don't want to crash it. They want to reset it. If you crash a system, it ain't restarting. That's what they're on the verge of, is like, how far can we go to reset it without it not restarting? If the system doesn't restart, then that right there becomes the new system. This is how you could, maybe they did want to crash it to where it won't restart, and then they have to roll out the new system. Could be that. We could look back on this, and the people that are watching this video probably won't exist because they'll probably take it down. But we could probably look at that and go, oh, they crashed it so they could just roll out the new system. It's possible. This is like the stuff movies is made out of, right? But this is also the stuff that, like, right now, like, like right now is actually happening. And that's what's crazy about it. It's like, I could very easily just be talking about a movie. But I think it's actually really happening, because I just went to the Walmart, and the Walmart is by far not where you can get Jesus. Uh-oh, I just got shut down. The internet just shut down. Oh, guns and ammo are flying off the shelves. Oh God. If we are about to Vicky found me on Facebook. Vicky found me, I think, on LinkedIn, and now Vicky says she's retired military. We are in trouble, aren't we? If the retired military people are tuning in to Dad with the phone, I hate to know what potty calls I'm gonna get tomorrow. So many people. Oh, what was the question? Somebody asked about the rapture. I gotta see these rapture questions. Okay, so like the rapture talk, growing up as a kid, I just went with what I was told. But now as an adult, I'm reading the Bible on my own and watching who I trust. I think we were taught correctly. Those old TV preachers make me sick. How about these young, fine internet preachers? Oh, I used to make fun of the preacher on television, and my dad worked for a big one. The rapture is one of them. This is still Sunday, so I can consider this part of the Sunday series. The rapture is an interesting concept. The story that we're going to be taken away from here. We're going to be raptured. We're going to be removed. I wish. I hope that's. I hope for that. I don't necessarily believe that, though. I believe and live my life as though tomorrow won't come. So if you live your life as if today is your last, if you believe that, then There's no reason for a rapture, because I think we're all appointed to die. And what's on the other side of death, man? That's a mystery. That's a mystery right there. That's the real true crime mystery, is what is on the other side of death. Because we talk about murders, we talk about missing people, we talk about some of the craziest things on the face of the planet when it comes to human behavior. But what is the great mystery, the great true crime, the great info? If Dad could get the scoop on death, what would the haters say? Maybe I got the scoop already. I once heard a man say to his son, "It's beautiful," right before he took his last breath. I once heard a man say from a pulpit, "You never know when they're gonna when God's gonna take you." And in the next minute, he dropped dead on the stage. He was dead before he hit the ground. I once read a journal of a young lady who was trapped in a snowstorm in her tent with her brother. And the last entries into her journal were, "The mountain may take me, but I will have died doing what I was meant to do." She died in an avalanche the next day. Her last journal entry, the entry into the next, whatever is next, sometimes comes too soon. When other people, this is like why it's fundamental in every society. It's just about a fundamental thing of the value of another person's life. Like, we have created this amongst civilized people, amongst ourselves, that the value of our life is something behold to both of us. This self-preservation, because we have created these laws that say you can't kill someone, and if you kill someone, there is grave consequences. You will lose your life. Even if we don't take it in a death penalty, you will be thrown in a box, and the rest of your life you will be lived in a box. It is because the value of life, right? So there is something about this life and then this like Passover to the next place. Some people believe it just is over, right? But if it was over, then the simple story would be, when people die, the story they would tell, when people have near-death experiences, the story they would tell is that it went dark. Don't you think? But that's not the story they tell. We saw the light. We saw the light. We saw the light. We were getting closer to the light. Shh. Sounds like a place. Sounds good to me. Sounds good to me. That's all I'm saying. I'm gonna stick with that story. And if someday we are drawn towards the light, if we know each other in the light, if we find each other in the light, if there's a live video in the light, if there's a live video in the light, you can be sure Dad with a phone will be streaming in the light. That's a good ass rant right there. Somebody needs to quote some of that. Damn, you're scary. Hope you're not talking about me. T-Wop, I just sent you something on Messenger. I came across from a psychic. I don't need a psychic right now, man. I don't need a professional. We all about to be psychics. Oh, psychics scare me. Hey, just because I talk about this other portion of, I need to clarify that. So because I can talk freely about the other side, I don't think we're supposed to mess with that, though. I think there's a time we're supposed to get there. It's supposed to be at the end of the age, whatever age that is for you. I don't think you're supposed to dabble in there. I'm not denying it don't exist. I'm not denying that there aren't channels with psychics and mediums and all that craziness. I'm telling you that I believe it so much so that I want to say, I don't think you're supposed to dabble in that stuff. I think you're supposed to leave that for when we are ready to be there. Somebody said somebody predicted this. I don't want to know. I don't want to know. Somebody predicted this crap coming. Be prepared, but not. Lisa did. Hey, Lisa, but here's the deal. So, Danette, I don't have nothing. Psychic Lisa. I've had Psychic Lisa on my show, on my podcast. If you haven't seen that, you need to go check out the series, A Mother's Journey. Mindy Lee, A Mother's Journey for Answers. I got them on YouTube and on Facebook. You'll probably find them on YouTube quicker. Oh, by the way, I'm almost to 10,000 subscribers. So if you're watching on YouTube and you haven't subscribed, you should hit subscribe and like. Because people keep telling me I'm losing followers, but all I'm watching is people just gain on Dad with the Phone and YouTube. I'm like, hey guys, you're not telling me the truth when you message me that, because if you watched, my followers are going up. Either way, Psychic Lisa and the Mindy Lee story. I think in some incidences, and especially when it comes to Mindy Lee's story, Vicky was and is looking for answers anywhere on the face of the planet. And that is what drew Vicky to a psychic, and more power to it. I'm not denying the gift. I'm not denying the gift. I'm not denying if it exists. I'm not even denying that Psychic Lisa isn't a psychic. I'm telling you, I don't want to dabble. I don't know how we should dabble. If you're supposed to dabble in there, like Lisa, she dabbles in that, right? If she's supposed to dabble in that, and I had her on my show, she comes from like a Christian background. They called it a gift, right? They called it intuition, but we call it psychic, whatever. If you're supposed to dabble in it, then you know you're supposed to dabble in it and you're good to go. I am not supposed to dabble that close to death because I think I've been cursed with a long life. I should be dead already. If I told y'all so many damn stories, there's so many stories I've never told you guys because I should be dead. Shouldn't be good things. I don't want to dabble. I think I'm cursed with a long life. And when you dabble with the other side, one of those times it's going to get you. And sometimes it gets you before your time. So I'm scared. That's just really what I am. Anyway, I get you. I understand you. She blew me away. Yeah, it was great. If you haven't seen that podcast, you should go check out the podcast, Dad with a Phone and a Psychic. I should probably have her back on, but I'm scared to, right? I should probably have her on. D-Wop from Australia in the house. Somebody just said, where'd you go? I think you're great. Thank you. Brooke, Miss Brooke. Here's a serious prayer need. A young woman in the hospital in Atlanta is near death with this virus. It's comatose. Her lungs are filling with fluid. Hubby is on oxygen. Can't stand to walk. Man. Yeah, like this thing's getting you like ammonia. People are getting it and their lungs are filling up. That's what ammonia is what actually ended up taking Nikki's mom's life. She had cancer. She had lung cancer. They removed the lung and she got brain cancer. But then she got her immune system because of all the treatments that went down, and she got pneumonia, and her lungs filled up with fluid. It is not a fun death. not, no, I'm sorry if I said it wrong. You can tell me later. Send me messages on my pronunciation. You dumb son of a, you didn't say it right. You didn't say it right. High risk people cannot take it. Yeah, I feel like this is it is. It's a high risk thing for older people. And that's the other thing. Like half the reason I want to go back and I need to go to my parents' house, make sure they're just okay. Like you want to take care of the family. What else we got? Anybody else was freaking? What is this? To see those videos at first when Chinese were dropping dead walking down the streets. Yeah, I don't watch any of that stuff. You shouldn't watch that. The internet's a bad place for the thing. That's the thing. The internet is a bad thing when it comes to this situation because the spread of fear and all that stuff is going to happen so quickly that nobody can rein it. That's why I don't know. Like I feel like part of me is like this was a crash. They were trying to crash the system. Then part of me is like, I'm telling you, the politicians don't know what the hell's going on. They're like, they look like a bunch of. We're gonna look back on those videos, or somebody's gonna look back on those videos, and they're gonna be like, these idiots were lying to these people. They didn't know what the hell was going on. They didn't know what was coming. Somebody says that let's see, RTS cuts Vegas Strip service by 50% due to the coronavirus. The Regional Transport Commission has reduced bus service on the Strip by 50%. So that's 50% of bus workers are out of a job. Issuing a statewide alert Sunday warning customers of possible delays tied to the COVID-19 concerns. More reductions are possible after MGM Resort International. So this is just the more. I wonder what this dude is saying. The governor. Let's listen to what the governor of Vegas is saying. StreamYard share. Oh boy.
Unprecedented times. Director Brown and I are urging HOAs, banks, and landlords to be as patient and understanding as possible during these unprecedented times. As this state has proved before in times as challenging as these, the business communities in the north, south, and rural areas have banded together to collectively support one another and overcome seemingly insurmountable obstacles. We are confident that as Nevada always has, we will bounce back from these challenges and become even stronger, demonstrating our frontier pioneer spirit. After the tragedy of 1 October, the citizens of this state showed the nation what it meant to stand together, to unite against all odds, and put our neighbors before ourselves. Tonight, I'm asking my fellow Nevadans to do it with more commitment and more compassion than ever before. We know what this will mean for our communities. We will undoubtedly face hardships. There will be a loss of income. Families and individuals will be inconvenienced. I ask every Nevadan to call your neighbors, call and check on the elderly who may be alone and may be in need. In the coming days, I will be in consultation with our legislative leadership of both parties and other branches of government to begin to address the financial implications of this crisis. I commit to keeping you informed as this evolves. As we have more answers to all of the measures I've announced today, until then, please take care of each other and take care of yourselves. Together, we will get through this challenging time.
Dude. I was watching a little bit and I was trying to pull up another video. I want to show you guys another video. This is a video I had on my Facebook today. This is in Denver, Colorado. Oh,
well, that's kind of sad because I drove 7 hours to get here.
I want to show you all this video from today. And this is probably what we have to look forward to. This is waiting for to get tested. This is a line of cars for a drive-up center in Denver waiting to get tested. So people are so now people are saying this is being used to crash the global market, man. That's a poker game on a level you and I will barely understand if that's the fact. Like if the fact is that this is really, like I looked at this as like a mass DNA collection. Like I look like this, like they were looking for like the superheroes. You know, like this is, I look at this and say this could be a video from like a movie where they're like trying to get everyone's DNA. They're looking for this one particular DNA and they're collecting all those people's DNA and trying to find like a match or something for someone, trying to find something crazy, somebody who has the virus but is immune to it. This one, like this video here could easily be out of like an end of days movie right here, you know, where these dudes are collecting tests and individual stuff. It's crazy. So if you're just joining, we're not really talking about the end of the day, end of days. But like if you were to watch, first listen to that video we just listened to from Vegas, shutting down everything, and then you were to watch this video, like you could really just cut this together in a movie sequence if this was narrow, you know, and we lined the people up to get their DNA, or we were looking for an immune system. We're looking for someone who, you know, whatever the scientific term is. When I see this video and I go, one day, or maybe not, I mean, it's crazy. It's a crazy time we're living in. Yeah, I don't know. It could be. I mean, they should be able to solve some murders because I guarantee people have been going to get these tests done. What does it matter if you get tested? There's no medication for it to help. Look it up. Yes, you have to get a doctor's order. Yeah, I do believe, but it doesn't look like they're turning a bunch of people away. Not in this video. Somebody said that you had to have a doctor's order to get tested, but people are waiting in this line. So are they, all these people have already been screened for a doctor's order or what? So that's the craziest thing. It's the whole food thing is wild in and of itself. Hundreds of people have sent me pictures and messages about the empty shelves everywhere. So this is like the video games and movies. It really is. Like when you really think about what it is, I'm sure, I know I've seen a video or a movie about something like this. And the funny thing is the same thing with just about everything that's ever happened in our life. I feel like we've seen a movie about it first, about something. So it'll be interesting to see what plays out. All right, this one's been fun. I don't know if I'll do any. Who knows? This could be my last transmission. If you want to follow me down below. If you want to support, throw a little money in the hat. You can throw it in the hat at the PayPal below. I might not be back tomorrow. This might be my last live video, and you caught it live. You might be the last 321 people to see Dad with the Phone live. We'll talk to you guys later. I'm out.